Hello everyone, I'm Luowen Yu, and I will present EE Training Module 2, Raspberry Pi and the IoT. In the first day, we have the introduction of the worksheet and the introduction of the Raspberry Pi, and then we set up the team viewer and remote access to the Raspberry Pi. And what's more, we studied about the Tordic Python IDE and detailed features of this IDE in Raspberry Pi. Finally, we study about terminal commands and understand these commands in Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi is a computer that's low cost, credit card size, and it can plugged in a computer monitor, TV, keyboard, and mouse. It enables people of all ages to employ computing, learning how to promote in language like Scratch, Python. It is capable of doing everything. A textbook can do it. And browse the internet. It can play high definition videos, make spreadsheets, and word processing. Finally, it can play in games. Terminal. The terminal, also called command prompt or shells, allows a user a great deal of control over their system. A command line interface CLLS, which allowed a user to directly manipulate their system through the use of commands. These commands can be chained together and combined together into complex scripts. It can potentially complete tasks more efficiently than much larger traditional software. Here are some command line tables. We get CD, ls, cp, and rm. Here is some code. In the second day, we have learned camera module, and we try to take some picture in different resolution. It's, for example, in maximum reduction and the minimum reduction. We complex max and with the match by original size. The max can be put on a larger scale and has more peaks, which makes the sharper and clearer. The object detecting. I have tested some pictures. It is easy for it to detect fields such as apple, banana, and so on. What's more, there is no difficulty to detect animals and persons. However, it can't detect some industrial products actually every time. For example, the bicycle can be detected easily, while the plane can be detected as a bird in 50% chance, and it detects a robot to be a person. I think the reason for that is, one, an object used from different may look completely different. Two, different objects may have the same shape. Here we detect an apple to be an apple, and banana to be an banana. Yes, this is easy. In the third day, we using textures to recognize text within a large document and save our time. And I use the different OCR engine modes, page segmentation modes, and the language. And I got different results. For example, if I use PSM5, assume a single uniform block of vertical organ test, or PSM6 to recognize a virtual column word, it works, but I would got failed result when I used other modes. Using Python scripts to test toast recognized, I have changed code to change modes for different coding. Here we can detect speed and 35. Here is the mode. Here is the code, speed, limit, and 35. Here we can detect metro. In the first day, we have learned about SenseHat hardware attacked on top. It can make a measurement of temperature, use SenseGate temperature, this function, and humidity sense and pressure and orientation. It has 8 RGB light LED matrix IMU, internal measurement unit, and joystick. Then we have make some change, some games. First is the snack game. It's using joystick. Second is a random arrow game. Third is a compass. Here is the snack game. In day 5, we know the benefit and the introduction about the data service. A silent service module uses front end and back end. And we also learned about the LAMP, Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP. Then we now set up the MySQL local data service in Raspberry Pi for temperature recorder and execute some useful function. Finally, we write a PHP web page to monitor the data without logging the database. Here we have some submission and the demonstration. In the first day, we submit a ZPass photos of screen capture image of terminal comments practice as list in comment list table. Thus, in the second day, we demo the result of object detect. In the third day, we did demo the result of OCR recognition application and submit the photo. In the fourth day, we demo the result of snack game, radio arrow games, and compass. In the 5 days, we build an Apache web service and PHP web page to monitor the local data service. During the whole week, I have got some outcomes. I'm able to use TeamViewer to access Raspberry Pi, and I'm able to do Python program, use camera module for object and text recognition, and implement project with sensor head. And I also know how to set up a database service in Raspberry Pi and implement an IoT project. Finally, I have an initial understanding and practice of Raspberry Pi and IoT. Thank you. That's all.